Hey, how's it going? It's your mystical tarot Katsumi here, and I've got a timeless weekly reading just for you. I trust the universe has guided you here right on time, so take what resonates and let the rest gently float away. Now, let's hop in and see what's coming this week. Very interesting. So starting off, you have something around unsettled times, so you'll need to plan ahead this week as you go about your endeavors, right? We're definitely getting some sense of an older woman and a man coming through as well. But yeah, definitely take the time to make sure all of your, I would say almost like all your like T's are crossed, your I's are dotted, things like that. Just making sure that the specific arrangements are in place for you, right? Throughout the week. There's also going to be some older man or woman coming through here. Something around dealings or relationships with them, as well as just like partnerships, kind of getting family vibes as well. So definitely keep that in mind too. And there's also a new job or career coming in for some of you this week. You might be starting a new job. You might be starting a new role at your current career or job opportunity, just something along the lines of that. So definitely keep that in mind. Things are looking up. So perhaps this older man or woman will be coming to you throughout the week to discuss career opportunities for you, perhaps in some sort of advancement, or even just like a new switch to a different department or something like that. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Also, there's going to be something around successful outcomes to your problems. It's very interesting to see that as well when we have like unsettled time. So things are definitely feeling like a bit shaky coming in from the previous week for you and leading into this week. But it looks to be that as you're planning ahead, things are going to work out according to plan because you have successful outcomes to the problems that you're facing at this time. Ooh, the cards are very like jumpy right now too. Very interesting. But yeah, perhaps that might be of significance. Maybe the past week might have been a little, how you say, all over the place. So you're kind of just getting your ducks in a row. That's what I wanted to say earlier, ducks in a row. It's interesting. And so things are finally wrapping up. Things are finally coming together. It looks like something's going to be happening in the month of November for you. So during the time of this reading, because it is timeless, perhaps November is right around the corner, or perhaps it's coming soon or the following year, or perhaps you've already experienced it. Something significant in November will be happening. There's also some sense of like reconciliation perhaps in the month of November with this man or older woman that you might be dealing with at this time, right? And there's also a little bit of indecisiveness there too. So just allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, kind of creates that seesawing effect. It may not be like a sense of balance there, but it does have like that, back and forth, right? But it definitely gets the wheel. So definitely with the wheel kind of reminds me of like that Wheel of Fortune vibe where like the fate is changing, cycles are happening. Eventually the wheel will come back around. That good luck and fortune will come back around for you, right? Interesting. Teapot. So there's also some sort of deep friendship around you at this time with someone of the same gender or something like that. So perhaps many of you are just going to visit them or something along. I'm getting something around like you're going out to visit them or they're coming to see you. I'm getting some sense of like long distance or something as well, but the friendship is very deep. Something around the lines of like, this is like a friendship you've had since childhood too. So you're just kind of like reminiscing about that this week too. You might be reaching out to friends and family or loved ones that are perhaps just like grew up in a similar environment to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be same gender or anything like that, but definitely getting that sort of vibe. All right. And there's also too much concern with like physical matters of a relationship as well. So that might be something along the lines with the man or older woman you're facing. Perhaps there's something along like just like how we physically present ourselves or something like that, But yeah, it's just really all about getting back to the basics of things and just like not letting those things phase you too much, right? Okay, and then something in March. I know we passed March already in the time of this reading, but if it's coming right around the corner, perhaps November or March might be of significance in terms of a birthday or when you're going to be having these conversations about this new job and career or just like new cycles and successful outcomes coming or rising. And also when you'll start reconnecting with some people around those deep friendships I'm getting as well. But yeah, and there might be a little bit of unsettled times, especially with that will and indecisiveness around November and March. So definitely just keep that in mind. But definitely some reconciliation energies popping up there too. But let's see what else is coming in the week for you. Oh, okay, it looks like you'll be thinking a little bit more about your self-worth and getting a sense that many of you are going to be taking care of yourselves and just kind of focusing on having that fair trade and reciprocity on how you're giving and taking, right? You're just really thinking about like that fairness in the relationships that you're having, not allowing people to almost take advantage of your time and like who you are as an individual. Okay, yeah, we also have the generosity in the back, right? So it's like that generosity, naivety, like it's very interesting to think about it that way, you know, biding your time, planning ahead, right? So everything's just coming in divine timing. You're really evaluating your self-worth and your relationships with I'm also getting like guardian figures in your life too, especially with like in work, even not only in family, but in work. So professionally and personally. Yeah. And you're just sowing those seeds of prosperity, right? Oh, there's also some secrets. There's something around the idea of running from problems. We definitely get a sense of that with the unsettled times and needing to plan ahead, right? And then also that indecisiveness and just allowing your life to kind of just go into this like, universe is saying like ramble aimlessly. I'm getting like when someone's rambling aimlessly, they're just kind of constantly talking, right? They're constantly going through the upheavals of a situation, right? So that might just be some of the things that you're like running away from. Maybe there's a particular almost like entity or a figure in your life that's just kind of rambling on aimlessly or creating problems for you aimlessly. You're trying to run away from that, right? And perhaps you're trying to almost like secure yourself or create some sense of control or balance in your life where you almost want to like step away and kind of create that boundary or like that secretive like vibe or lifestyle so that you don't really hurt yourself in the outcome of it all. Okay, we're getting more biding your time. Very interesting. Yeah, we got this in the beginning, now we're getting it again when the divine timing came out. Yeah, so biding your time, planning ahead. Definitely getting that energy for sure. Interesting. And there's also some unseen potential and hesitation happening too, right? So there is something that perhaps you've been running away from for some time now, but there's just some sort of unseen potential there. You might be a little hesitant to move forward with it because, you know, out of fear potentially, you might feel as though if you take this next leap, or is there going to be something better on the other side that you would have lost the opportunity to go forth and do because maybe you didn't wait enough or something like that? There's like I'm getting a sense of fear of like the potential possibilities that would unravel if you were to take this door rather than that door kind of vibe. Okay? But universe is just asking you to have that experimentation mindset, right? To be rebellious in a kind of like authentic and natural way, really allowing yourself to just almost like be sporadic, right? That's what I'm getting here. Yeah. So let's check out your spread. See what else is popping up for you. Oh, wow, that really flung through. Okay. 4 of Cups. We're getting 4 of Cup energy in your current situation. So what you need to know at this time is that you're just almost like feeling a sense of like a reflection and a withdrawal in your current situation throughout the rest of this week. You might be a little discontent with things, and because of that, you're going through this reflection period. You do have this like, because of these cups, you do have a sense of like emotion and like heart and connection. There's a lot of a sense of relationship coming through with that water energy, right? Well, let's see what else is helping or hindering you as well. You have the King of Pentacles helping you or hindering you at this time. So with that King of Pentacles, you're really just thinking about and pondering about your stability, your reliability, your leadership capabilities, your wisdom, your wealth. You're really evaluating every facet of your life this week. And that's why universe is saying, you know, you're planning ahead this time, you're biding your time, and you're kind of weighing out your options, but there's a little bit of fear of like the unseen potential of things. You're not really sure of the potential possibilities of things. It seems a little shaky, I'm getting, right? So you're kind of experimenting, but you're not quite 100% sure if you want to go one way or the other. Definitely the sense I'm getting there. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles, right? So Seven of Pentacles in your subconscious, right? It's definitely giving that sense of like patience and investment, right? So because of that patience and investment, you are reflecting on the results of things. You are planning. You are almost like trying to be very resourceful and stable, right? In the material and the physical and the spiritual. Okay. You're just almost sowing the seeds of prosperity. You're looking back at the pentacles that you're kind of growing on this vine, right? It's almost as though like you're kind of just waiting things out. You're waiting your investments out. You planted those seeds and now you're kind of just awaiting the results. Okay. And in your past, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting that you have the Seven of Pentacles in your subconscious influence, whereas in your past, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is all about that sense of being rooted, full of abundance, and you're just being, you're just nurturing all of those aspects of your resourcefulness, your wealth, and all those things that you're kind of sowing the seeds in. So you're still having that sense of investment and patience that I'm seeing here in your subconscious, and that's definitely reflective of your past situation there as well. Let's dig into your goals and ideals. The High Priestess. Okay, so with the High Priestess, definitely getting a sense of like intuition, right? You're almost being like creating, you almost have like secrets about your goals and ideals, I'm getting, that perhaps might be wise. The older figures in your life, the guardian figures, the people you work with, or people you have relationships with or deep friendships with, are maybe not fully understanding every facet of what you're doing at this time. You're almost being very like secretive, very mysterious. You have an inner truth and knowing about the goals and ideals you want to pursue, and you're utilizing your intuition with that High Priestess for sure. Okay. And then you're coming in your near future with the Queen of Cups as well. So you do have a lot of compassion and empathy. You do have more that double on intuition there with that High Priestess and Queen of Cups vibe. Very intuitive energy. And you're really utilizing that to manifest and plan ahead, right? Yeah, for sure. Very nice energies there. Okay. Ooh, Page of Swords. Page of Swords. So you're very curious at this time. You're being very observant and very sharp-minded about how you are pursuing things going forward in your existing approach, okay? So yeah. Ooh, and then you also have the Temperance in your environment. So with that Temperance, right, coming in from the Page of Swords, so that Page of Swords is just like very curious, observing, and then you're jumping that into the environment that you're having with the Temperance, which is very balanced, right? You're having this sense of like harmony. You're integrating and flowing seamlessly with your environment. You're alchemizing it very, very well. A lot of harmony, but a lot of flow, right? Okay, you're being very like sharp-minded as well too during all of this. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles, definitely getting a sense of you focusing on your self-worth, right? I got a little bit of that as well, like definitely you taking time to just think about like your physical, mental, and spiritual at this time, right? And it's also looking to be that because you're so focused on your self-worth and your independence, you're also having this sense of like understanding what it is that you value and don't value in life. So it almost is like you're getting back to your basics, your roots, right? So luxury to you may not be luxury to another, but you still have that in its own sense, right? And you also are having this sense of reward in terms of what it is that you need to know throughout the week. Ooh, interesting. And in your final outcome, you have the Death, which is really just you coming into some sense of endings. You're releasing things that are not serving you. You're transforming, and you're going through this renewal and rebirth process throughout the week. It's really nice to see that final outcome there. So it definitely looks to be that you're really taking care of yourself. You're really focused on just your own intuition, setting your own boundaries, and just focusing on your career, your personal life, and your friendships and relationships overall. Okay. Yeah, some of you are also taking the time to go out to the gym as well, which is really nice to see. So you're really focused on that physical, just like improving your overall well-being, right? And you might be a little scared going into it. You might feel a little bit, you know, uncertain. But for those of you who are beginning that journey, you're taking the strides that you need. And for those of you who've already been on that journey, I already see you being very disciplined and you're just keeping at it, right? Okay. Some of you feel as though you're being abducted into some sort of situation. So you might experience something this week as well, where someone takes you to the gym and like you're just being abducted to go to the gym. Like, oh, just like we're taking you. You can't stop it. It's already happening. It's now or never kind of thing, right? So I'm definitely getting that vibe. Some of you might also be like sporadically going on some trip with someone, and if it almost feels as though they abducted you, because it's just like, where are we going, right? But yeah, for the most part, you are going to have quite an interesting time here. You're going to be around nature. You're going to be able to relax and kind of just, I'm almost getting a sense of like, what is it like? Well, you like you detach from technology for a little bit. It's almost as though you're going on vacation to some countryside area, or you're just kind of visiting family on the countryside, and your whole life is like being swept under you almost. So you're just seeing a new perspective towards things for sure. But I'm getting there. Some of you might also be going sightseeing, seeing the stars. Okay. Also getting a sense of just like, what's it like, that detector at the beach? So you might be trying that out, where it's like you are using some sort of magnet detector thing or something, right? I'm getting. Yeah. Ooh, some of you are also going out to party, going to some sort of concert. Someone might be celebrating you this week as well. But definitely looks like some of you are definitely going to go into some sort of festivities, which is going to be pretty exciting. There's going to be music, large crowds, perhaps some people that you know, but definitely looks to be like it feels like a big event, almost like a national sort of event that might be happening that you're going to. Interesting. Yeah, definitely getting some roller coaster, some amusement park vibes too. Summertime's here, so people are definitely taking breaks, going to amusement parks and carnivals and things like that. You know, like just particular areas like that. It looks like some of you are enjoying those roller coaster rides, those Ferris wheel rides, right? Trying out the popcorn and the cotton candy, and just really enjoying yourself with the people you care about and friends, deep friendships that you're around too. So yeah, definitely see that happening. And it looks to be that some of you are also going to some sort of ice skating resort or of some kind. You're building snowmen and things like that. You might be also hiking mountains that are very, very large in mass, like almost like I'm getting very monolithic mountains, where almost to the point where once you get to the top, there's like a helicopter that comes and gets you and then drops you back off to the main area or something like that. Definitely getting that as well. Ooh, and yeah, some of you are also going to be doing some karaoke this month too with friends and family. It looks to be that some of you are really enjoying yourself. You're having a great time singing along and having a good time overall with just like vibing out, right? That's pretty good to see. So it looks to be that your energy is very positive. A lot of big things are happening for you this week. Some of you who are still working your 9 to 5s during the summertime and you haven't taken off time yet, it looks to be that there's some interesting career opportunities awaiting you. And for those of you who are on some sort of summer break, it looks like you're going on quite an adventurous endeavor, which is cool to see too. And for the most part, universe just wants you to know that continue to move in the direction that you are, and almost embrace those endings and those how you say, like those things that are coming to an end for you, especially with that final outcome. Just allow yourself to transform and rebirth in order to go into the next week with that almost like renewed energy. And yeah, those are all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and join our cozy community by subscribing. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.